Okay, you should have warned me. Goodness me. This one will serve as your 3 p.m. coffee. Not a coffee perfume, but definitely something to give you a boost. Smoke, 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 smoke. But refined smoke. Smoke that has an elegant, slender shape, really. Peaty Scotch. So Lagavulin. Maybe more I like Talisker, but not Lafroig. Lafroig is the Scotch here. Quarter cask, so extra potent. Cade wood, the smokiest wood of all. Vetiver, patchouli, lots of labdanum. The labdanum adds texture and suppleness here, despite how sort of gargantuan it almost is. This is Bois from Naomi Goodsir, one of the earliest fragrances of this genre, in my opinion, and still one of the best. So, Bois is it doesn't hide anything. It's totally what it says essentially. It's smoke, and I think we forget that smoke is actually quite a complex category. It's sort of a thing that transforms other ingredients, and yet it's an ingredient itself. And here it's cade wood that gives it that quality. Naomi Goodsir is a milliner, so she makes hats. And I think that's sort of transposed here because you see the working of this perfume. You see everything really well constructed, shaped together really nicely. It's lending form to a thing that doesn't want to have form. I've always said to people that when you smell this, it's like you're lying on a shaggy bear rug in some lodge, in some cabin. There was just a bushfire to build the picture here, and you're drinking your finest scotch. Really wonderful work. But again, it's a very certain sort of perfume. But I think if you're looking for a smoke fragrance that demonstrates how distinctive smoke can be and how interesting and curious it can be, this is really great. You know, in spite of the loudness of this perfume, I actually think it's quite an introverted perfume. I think it likes the quietness of being in its little wooden lodge, and it enjoys, you know, being by the fire and enjoying a scotch and all those sort of ideas. So, self-sufficient and introverted. Whatever it's caught recently. I guess stews and slow-cooked things come to mind. Dutch ovens in earthy colours, from Le Creuset or something like that. It's making, there are two things in my head. Boeuf carbonade, so basically beef stew with dark beer, or the wonderful beef cheek braised with Pedro Jimenez sherry with a cauliflower puree. So just unctuous meat, stewed well, cooked well, and tender. It's a big dog. It's got a bite. I'm thinking a Rottweiler with this one. Scorched almond. I think that makes the most sense. There needs to be that touch of smoke or something along those lines. Look, I'm even going to suggest, those artisanal chocolate bars with some smoked sea salt or something with it as well. It's a big one. The woods really give it lovely sense of longevity. I don't wear this often, but I love smelling it as a curiosity. Longevity, I would say, from my understanding, maybe a 7 or an 8. This is a curious one because when you first smell it, it's a 10. It's huge. But again, moderation, some care. It's actually quite an intimate perfume. So beginning as a 9 or a 10 and then softening quite quickly, maybe to a 7 or even a 6. If you want the best in the smoke category, one of the best in the smoke category, I think Bois is hard to beat. It's also for lovers of peaty Islay single malt scotches. So value for money, I'd say an 8. Whiskey lovers, smoke notes, all of those ideas, traditionally masculine coded, and that's great. So I would say a masculine leaning fragrance.